What's up, everybody? It's Travis Moody here at A Toy Kind of Mood for yet another ranking video in the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. Today, as you can see, lots of silver diamondback snakeskin flavor here with the Python Patrol, Trouble Bubble, Officer Copperhead, etc., etc., etc. Let's get right down to it. It is the top 8 of these repaints. Yeah! All right, we coming in hot at number 8. It is the Classified Series Python Patrol Bat. This was also at number 41, the first Python Patrol figure, at least technically, maybe not found in the wild or whatever, but at least going by the numbers, it's number 41. And let's just get this out of the way. It's an ugly ass figure that's kind of awesome because it's so ugly, but that maroon burgundy he's a freaking robot with like a maroon like polo shirt, sweater, turtleneck. I don't even know. This thing, one of the few army builders. I still only have one. Usually I have at least 2 to 4 army builders. I guess people right now are finding them at Ross for $7 or $8, so justifiably so, right? Hey, let's get like a fun little pistol. I'm not gonna go too crazy. This figure's been out for ages there, as we could see. So I like that. I like the change. I like the yellow handle there, right there. And they definitely improved a few things. We got two-tone on the drill bit. You guys have seen it. You guys have bats. You know, there's no battle damage pieces. This is the underneath there. And you know, this is just wacky too, right? Just kind of the logo sitting there, just really looks silly, but in a way, people love it. So a lot of that money, I'm guessing, just went to Target, or obviously the paint applications there, not getting the damaged head sculpt that we only have. So I don't have all the bits and pieces. You guys have seen them all, but we'll show some comparisons. We got a nice Arctic bat with a bloody blade, courtesy of Gridiron. So we'll compare that. All right, and then we got our 2 red. You got your maroon bat and your crimson bat. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. It's an ugly ass figure. Not the worst thing in the world, but I can't go any more than 2.25 whiskeys. All right, so coming in at lucky number 7, it's the Python Patrol Crimson Guard, or as it says, Python Crimson Guard. First thing off, he ain't crimson. That's just the craziest thing. This Python Crimson Guard might also be the biggest, greatest peg warmer in the history of the Classified Series, other than maybe Dusty and Retro Lady Jaye. At least for army builders. I've never seen an army builder sit on the pegs as long as this guy. The only reason I have 2 is because I couldn't get rid of the 2. And I just decided, well, army builder, I'll have 2. But I don't know, not horrible. It's just, I mean, I get the Crimson Guard is a theme or a kind of trooper. It's not exactly about the color, but either way, we all know what this looks like. As you could see, the silver face mask is the same there and just repainted. Insignias are quite the same, and it's got all the cross hatching, the snake skin. So hey, look, Classified line, they did an amazing job giving us what, you know, was true at one point or another. And here's the normal crimson one. So that black mask really just makes it super dope there, doesn't it? So that's really cool. So as you can see, one of the best army builders in the line against arguably one of the worst, but only because it's just got a yellow outfit. It's just grotesque, right? They did give the barrel of the gun a nice paint app, as you could see there. The blade remains silver, a little darker, and then on the pack, we're getting the same colorway there. It looks a little brighter silver to the left, and the sword, it's got a red handle. As you can see, it's got a black one there. I don't even have to take it out. You guys know. Pistol's the same. And the knife on the Python Patrol has a nice silver blade with a red handle. And of course, this one has a black handle. Again, just You guys have it. You've seen it. It's number 7. 2.5 whiskeys for our brother, the Crimson Python Patrol Guard. Coming in at number 6, it's the Python Patrol Viper. Fun story about this one. I got it from a Yo Joe June box, but not the way. I don't know if you guys ever caught my unboxing. I believe it was on the G.I. Joe Uncensored Facebook. Just the worst group, just the worst Facebook group you could ever visit, right? But I figured it was the perfect place. Look, I got it, picked it up in Golden Apple Comics over in Hollywood, West Hollywood, California. And one of you broke YouTube dudes sold your free promo box. You know, I mean, you sold it for cash. You did the unforgivable thing. So I bought one of these Vipers, I think $3 over retail, far before it hit Target, and got a box and had a fun promo box. But anyway, it's got some sentimental value. From Viper to Vipra, it's number 5, the Cobra Viper, the Python Patrol version of the Cobra Viper. And I did a full review of this, facing it off against the Tiger Force Flint. So go check out that video when you're done this one. But I will say, in case you didn't remember, 3.5 whiskey on the scale for a Lady Vipera. So this is when things get a little interesting here at number 4. We got Copperhead, the Python Patrol version. And when I first saw this digital render from Comic-Con, I was like, this ain't it, Chief. I was like, there's no way. I love that the Pyramid of Darkness is on the back of the box there too, so I want to make sure I get that in. But yeah, this is actually a really, really solid repaint. Wasn't looking forward to it, didn't care. I mean, grabbed it on a sale that I'll get into in a little bit. But man, Copperhead slaps. This Copperhead slaps. Some people even like this one better than the OG. And yeah, I mean, we could bring out the 2 because that's what we do. But yeah, look, they even added like more paint apps on the machete and everything. So that's a nice touch, whether it's blood rust, whatever have you. Maybe it's a lipstick from his old lady. But either way, yeah, look, they did not mess around. They not only repainted it, but they gave him some cool looking full Under Armour under tank top gear there with the snakeskin and whatnot over just kind of the body. So yeah, you might lose a little on like the tattoo situation and everything, but totally cool. Buckles and like that Hydra buckles, a nice like bronzy gold there. You got the logo. They even gave him a gold gun there on that giant Luger. So gold revolver rather. The Luger is the same. It's black, but they did a great job repainting. So you could see this one, I believe, was silver. Yep, on the revolver. So that kind of that Joker looking pistol, if you will. So really a nice job overall. So kudos to the team, kicking butt. And this is a fine repaint. I don't hate it at all. And I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 from my dude, Python Patrol Copperhead. Coming in at number 3 and number 2. Yes, you knew I was going to pull a fast one on you, didn't you? It is the Python Patrol Officer and the Python Patrol Officer version 2 Trooper, whatever you want to call it. So of course these are tied into a interesting history. Back in 83 there was an error when it came, whatever you want to call it, when it came to the Python Patrol Officer and Trooper. They used the OG Trooper mold for the Python Patrol Officer and vice versa, and you know, that officer mold for the Trooper. So things got really silly. Maybe we'll just call it the first officer and the new officer. And I'll agree with many that this guy, while he does have quite some aesthetics from the officer with the gloves, I do agree that this one will make a better Trooper. Just being, just in the black duds, definitely more of an army builder, while this guy more so stands out to me as an officer. And I really do apologize. There's some dust. I mean, these figures have been chilling for a while, so yeah, I knew you guys would say stuff in the comments, but I beat you to it. There's that darker skin tone, which I love. We got that as well with this one. And I got these really nice looking snake eyesy goggles on them. Really adds depth to the figure in the army building. I only have one right now because I grabbed a nice buy for $100. You get 25 off at the Target. I just wanted to make sure I got one of each, but I'm sure once these will come down, I'll grab a few more. Really a big fan. So as you can see, we've got different color skin tones too. So that's a nice look. Really feeling that under, and then just the way they look under that balaclava. That's nice. Our new officer also has that Cobra Trooper head with this different skin color there. So that's really nice that they painted that mask red really sharp, man. These are just quite excellent. You're definitely going to need more than one. We get right into it. The legs and the boots are the same. Of course, we got colored knee pads. This one, really a nice touch. They did such a great job on both of these. It's hard for me to choose. At first, I do probably edge this one if I'm going to go like wacky with the ratings. May go like 3.5 to 3.75 or 3.75 and then go 3.75 to 4. I do give the slight edge to this one, but they did such an amazing job with the colorway and the color scheme. They're not gross at all. Boots are the same, as we could see. Holding two figures and also trying to focus on the camera. So there we go. Just one has the paint on the buckles, one doesn't. Don't hate that this one doesn't. Quite fine. They did great job. As you can see, the holster there does have the same guns, same loadout. Before we get into that, our officers do have that secondary, that web gear, whatever you want to call it, really sharp. They did a great job on both. The Cobra Trooper torso is on both. And so how do we know that? We know that because we'll bring in our Scarface dude right here. And that's just a different torso. You could see the neckline and everything. And then we go here with a trooper. Of course, he has a giant secondary vest there, but yet, as you can see, it's one-to-one with the torso. It's really my first time messing with this, but this looks really good. I mean, you could do a whole platoon of these. That looks so badass. Man, I don't know. I might even have to go 4 on this one. The ratings you discover as you play with the toys is just really fascinating. Here, we'll take this helmet off. Awesome. Give you a better look there. That's nice. They did really awesome job with the paint apps there. Nice little subtle hint on the vinyl on the side. The helmet is the trooper, but it's ridiculous. As you can see, it's just it's a repaint of our infantry helmet. But as you can see, it's ridiculous how this one looks as the helmet looks on the trooper. Compared to this one, maybe it's just so gray. It looks really silly and looks almost too big, while the infantry helmet is just perfect. So interesting there. Different color skin tones, as we could see, almost a darker skin tone on the infantry. Accessory comparisons, same exact knife sheath there. It's got a red handle. Same knife. Rifle pack's the same, just different color. So there's the comparison of the AKs. Got a little more. You had a green gun handle there, but you did have green up on the barrel. So otherwise, same gun, same magazine. Our new officer trooper has that armband that we had from the original officer. So nice repaint there. New decal. After messing with these two, I've changed my score on the new officer. I'm going 4 out of 5. I think it's lovely. I do love the original officer. I do love what they did with the scheme there and everything, and kind of comboing a lot of what the officer had. But this new one really just takes the cake. New level, additional head sculpt, armbands, just a really nice job with an amalgamation of Cobra Trooper and Cobra Officer into this one. Some may not like the officer gloves, but it just makes it more distinct. As we could see, the gloves are the same as the OG officer. So totally cool with that. I love it. I'm going to go 3.75 and 4. They are no longer tied, baby. And number 1 on the list, of course, out of the 8, it is the Python Patrol Flight Pod, aka the Python Patrol Trouble Bubble, and the Python Patrol Tele-Viper. It still says Cobra Flight Pod, but I would just call it the Python Flight Pod. But anyway, nice looking cover of the box, Pyramid of Darkness, a lot going on. There's that mine being chucked in the air, just a floating mine. But yeah, just Trub Bub is super dope. Best thing of all, this was $10 cheaper than the original. Just amazing that it is a Target shared exclusive with Hasbro Pulse, and it was $10 cheaper. Not only that, but around the time of the pre-order, I believe it was just like a week later, there was if you spend $100 at Target on toys, you get $25 off. So Target for the win on this gorgeous looking Trouble Bubble, and let's get right into it. Got that side art there, really tremendous. All the fixins, all the goodies. Lots to cover, especially if you get this, what was it, like 35 bucks after those charges? All right, so here's our dude, the Tele-Viper with the Trouble Bubble, and it is gorgeous, just fantastic deco all the way. Nice diamondback snakeskin silver plating on the red. The yellow is subtle. I mean, the red, they're yellow missiles, but, you know, it's part of the ridiculous of the Python Patrol. Of course, we have those nice logos there. And I want to give a shout out to Toxic Toy Depot on Etsy for these additional flames. And then, of course, Punk with Toys was the one. Oh, here you go. Gave him a shout out, and they didn't stay on too long. I got to heat them up. But either way, these are pretty badass. Pick these up. Really just adds to the whole flavor. And, of course, Punk with Toys was the first to show us that the Hasbro Pulse stands really do well. And they do even extra well if you put some blue tack on there and adjust it to your liking. So shout out to Punk with Toys on that. But yeah, just a overall tremendous, gorgeous looking thing. I'm not a massive fan of this colorway on the Tele-Viper itself, but if you're getting this on the Target deal or even just paying the normal price, $45, you're getting yourself a great deal. Of course, that would mean instead of $50 for it, that this would only be $20 if you include the fact that these figures are $25 and this one is basically a deluxe. So of course we got the missile, the bracket there, and just look, check it out. Check it out, y'all. So of course we have different labels on the back. Some of the labels are the same as the OG. Check it out. These guys are looking like they're having such a great time. So as you can see, the turret gun, little different. It's not quite all the way black on the original Cobra Flight Pod. It's a dark gray-ish. Same thing with the handles. We see different grays there. Some of the same logos. You get an SB. You got an SB on this side, so it's counterwise there. Missiles the same. See there on the exhaust, there's a nice Python Patrol logo. That yellow really pops from the black. Same numbers there. Got the danger stickers on the back. It's just did a really nice job with this repaint. It's crazy because it's like one of those things. We just got this one. But man, $10 cheaper, more paint apps. The canopy looks striking with that nice, almost like a sky blue tint there. And then we get the red. So yeah, as you can see, this really pops much nicer. Same issue there with the closing on the right. Doesn't quite fit in all the way. That was what I pointed out in an earlier video. Same deal. So, but yeah, just completely badass. Taking a look at the steering column there. Just those blues really pop compared to the kind of pink on red, red on red, what have you. And we get the logo there. A logo. That's nice where there's no paint application there on that side. So they're on both sides. So there's that gray, and then this is the black. And then looking inside, out the beepity boopity boppity. Some just the blues again, really. Blues, get green there. So yeah, really nice job overall. Just really, really sweet deal. Maybe my only complaint on the flight pod itself is that, I don't know, I can't get this turret type gun to, it just won't snap in. I may have a bad one or something, but this just won't stay in compared to the other one. So of course it loses that articulation. Yeah, I'm really pushing this in like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's not working out. It's just not sticking in. So maybe it's a QC issue or something. You want to compare these mines. There's more applications on the original. Get the 9. They wouldn't obviously fit. Black 9. Inside is just the black where the other one has a gray, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Could have used a little bit of red, but they gave us enough and at a great price. And we want to compare the Tele-Viper. Really nice colorway there on the gauntlet. On the Python Patrol one, as you can see, just lovely. Kind of reminds me of the inside of the shield for the Crimson Alley Viper. But yeah, gun's the same. Just got the red wire piping there. Get the watch. As you can see, it's got the blue lid there. Python Patrol logo, nice black compared to that. Yeah, they gave them quite some nice paint applications. I think a lot of people have a problem with the purple on the blue, so this gives you a chance to get something else, but now you got to do it with yellow and gray. So kind of an ugly figure, but not the worst of the line. More paint apps on the back of the backpack, but literally the same. We're just going to compare the lighter skin tone face. It's nice to get the gloves, so it's an easy kit bash. And we just want to compare the more cyborg kind of virtual, Oculus mask. If not for this little loose gun that just won't stay in, this is almost a perfect vehicle, especially for that price. Like I said, value is definitely a part of it, but just an excellent repaint. They didn't hold any stops. It's far more superior than the Tiger Force Ram. They just really did an awesome job. It makes it, man, if it's that cheap right now, who knows if there will be a clearance price. Maybe I'll have to grab a couple more to get additional Tele-Vipers, and then I just don't know if I'll have any more room for this. But it is a beauty, and I love everything about it. I'd go 4.75 on the Trouble Bubble itself. So combined with that score, it's a 4 out of 5, and it stands as the #1 Python Patrol figure and vehicle there is. So just to quickly summarize and ranking the G.I. Joe Classified Series Python Patrol, we're going number 8, Python Patrol Bat. Number 7, Python Patrol Crimson Guard. Number 6, Python Patrol Viper. Number 5, Python Patrol Vipra. Number 4, Python Patrol Copperhead. Number 3, Python Patrol Officer. Number 2, Python Patrol Officer V2. Number 1, Python Patrol Flight Pod with the Python Patrol Tele-Viper. Get it? Got it? Good. We'll see you soon on A Toy Kinda Mood. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. You can enjoy Toy Kinda Mood as we talk all the toy news, reviews of the week. And just like that, I want to wish you guys a happy holiday, and we'll catch you in the toy aisle. Peace.